What's going on? Real quick, want to make this quick video to anybody who has children in school of any age, whether it's first grade or fifth grade or in college. If you have a child in school and maybe a child is not as successful in school as they would like to be as far as passing their classes, maybe they fail in exams, maybe they want to do better, but they just have not been able to do better than how they're currently doing, let me just recommend this one thing. I thought back to when I was in high school, junior high school, and I was horrible, a bad student, horrible in that my grades were like very bad. Like I averaged like a 65 in all junior high school and high school. When I graduated, I got a standing ovation, and that wasn't because I got any awards. It was because no one would have expected me to graduate. They were surprised. It was a standing ovation of shock that Emeka graduated. But anyway, I know something today that I did not know back then, that if I had known back then, it would have helped me tremendously. And that one thing is, children, people who are in school, who are trying to learn a particular thing, they need to understand and learn how to learn. I'll say that again. They need to learn how to learn, because they don't teach you how to learn in school. They teach you what to learn. They don't teach you how to learn in school. They teach you what to learn. There's a way that you can learn a particular thing, and that's through something called repetition. Repetition of a message constitutes mental programming. The more you hear something, the more you read something, the more you engage in something, you're going to become more attached to that particular thing. You're going to connect brain cells in your mind that will help you to remember these particular things. Some of us read books, they read 7 chapters, and by the time they get to chapter 8, they won't even remember what they read in the first 7 chapters. Why is that? That's because they only read it once. They only read it once. That's why it's so important to review. We know about review, right? You know, when we have an exam in school, like a day or two before the exam, what do we get? A review. Because we're refreshing our memory, we're reminding ourselves of the things that we've learned. So repetition of a message constitutes mental programming. So you have to teach your loved ones that are in school to the idea of doing something over and over and over and over again, not just twice. If you have to read a particular chapter or a particular thing, or have to memorize a particular whatever, you have to be willing to do it over and over and over and over again. It can't be 2 times. It can't be 3 times. You may think, all right, I studied once, I studied again, that should be enough. You may need to look over that particular thing 10 to 20 times for multiple days in order for you to get to a place where you really understand this. Because here's the thing, look at your kids and look at how many songs they can sing, the songs that they memorize, the songs that they know word for word. Meanwhile, no one ever taught them this song. The reason that they know these songs is because they heard it over and over and over again. So your kid is not incapable of learning. They're just being uneducated on how to learn. So you may have, you may need to have your kid or whoever it is that is school read something 10 times. No, read it again. No, read it again. They'll read it so much that by the time they get frustrated on reading it, by the time it's time for them to come to an end, they would have subconsciously memorized everything that they read, and now they have it in their brain because they did it over and over again. So I say all that to say this: repetition is what's going to help anyone in school, anyone who's trying to learn any particular thing, how to learn it. You have to do it over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. Whatever it is in life, it doesn't even have to be something in school. Something that you want to know, you're going to have to do it over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Because when you do it once, it goes into your conscious memory. When you do it over and over again, it now goes into your subconscious memory. And that's where you want it. You want things in the subconscious. Things that are locked in your subconscious are things that you can recall at any time. A song comes on, you automatically know what song that is, and you can sing along to every word, because it could be a song that you heard 20 years ago, or you haven't heard in 10, 20, 2 decades. Have you ever heard like some old school song that you haven't heard in like 20 years, and you start rocking to it? Why? Because it's in your subconscious memory. So, go memorize something today. Test it out. See if it works. Peace.